How good does the Arozzi Colonna sound and how flexible is it? Welcome, SoSoTech here. I got the gold edition of a Colonna USB microphone and I will take a close look at it. What is in the box? Does the Colonna work immediately when connected to the computer? Or do I have to download the drivers? How good is the sound and what is the difference between the three polar patterns? Just how easy is it to put the Colonna on a microphone stand or mic arm? I will answer all these questions. Let's open the box first. The manual greets us with a quick rundown of information in multiple languages. Available polar patterns are omnidirectional, cardioid and bidirectional. This is possible thanks to the three 14mm condenser capsules in the Colonna. Strangely, the physical paper manual has some misinformation. There is no support for what could be quite impressive 192 kHz and 24 bit depth. Actual possible sample rates are 44.1 kHz and 48 kHz at a bit depth of 16 bit. The headphone jack values are also corrected in the online PDF manual. I will put a link to the manual in the comments of this video. Please write a reply if that helps. We will talk about the polar patterns when we get to the sound check, and we will test the buttons and dials in a second. The rest of the manual is just the same info in different languages. Below the manual, we only have to remove a polystyrene block to get to the Colonna itself. It is turned upside down in its packaged state to save some space. Conveniently, it is already attached to the base, so no assembly is needed. Below, a plastic bag with a long USB cable is waiting for us. Underneath, there is nothing else in the box, so I will put that away. Microphone plus stand have a total weight of 1,360 grams or 3 pounds. The Colonna has a very retro look. The base weighs 2 pounds, almost 1 kilo, and the microphone weighs 450 grams, about 1 pound. Everything above the base plate is plastic on the outside, which of course makes it much lighter for mounting. The screws on the side of the base allow quite some degree of rotating the mic. You can completely remove the screws if you don't want to use the base. At the bottom we have a 5/8" thread mount, a mini USB port and a 3.5mm headphone jack. The bottom of the base has some rubber to keep it from sliding. Time to connect it. The 3 meters or 9.84 feet USB cable is really long. Conveniently, it has an angled connector. We will measure how long it takes for the computer to recognize the microphone. Less than 2 seconds had to pass. Now we have 2 new audio devices. 1 microphone and 1 speaker device is in the new list. In the sound settings, I will use both the Arozzi Colonna output and input devices. This way I can record my voice and at the same time listen to both the sound playing on the computer and my own voice without a delay. This is especially useful if you are, for example, synchronizing your voice to other audio, or if you are live streaming a game and want to hear the game audio and voice chat while keeping track of your own voice performance. It is finally time to test the sound. First, a dumb test of the 3 polar patterns while facing the wrong side of the microphone. Test 1 2 test. 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 Next, a test of the recording volume, yet again from the wrong side of the microphone. Test 1 2 test. 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 Now, let's test the mute button, this time from the right side of the Arozzi. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. After these basics, let's do some more in-depth testing. I'm testing the microphone and I'm moving... Whoa. That's loud. I'm putting the volume up and I'm putting the volume down. It does seem to have an effect. Well, as it should. Now I'm very loud, and now I'm medium, and now I'm very, very quiet. Okay, so rather than record this, I want you to see the levels on this device, which captures the output here. It listens to both the microphone and the computer output because I have Arozzi Colonna as the output device. So if I play around with this, then what does change? Everything does change. You can see that if I turn this way down, the levels here are 0, but the microphone still records. If I turn this all the way up, the levels are way up. but it still records at the same volume. So this does not affect recording volume, but just playback volume, both the microphone and the output device if it is an output device. When we change this changes the volume of the microphone recording. So here it is getting louder and louder and louder and louder, and back to normal, 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 and now quiet, 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 normal, 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 loud, 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 loud. It controls the recording volume, while the background audio, if it is selected as an output device, stays the same. Alright, so we are recording in cardioid mode. Let's just give it a spin, and I'll just keep talking while it is moving around, so we can see how it reacts to the angle in which it is focusing me while I'm talking towards it, while I'm moving the microphone around. And here we are on the correct side, and we're moving it, well, let's just keep moving it in the same direction, and we can notice how it picks up my voice worse the more I turn it back. And at some point we are on the wrong side of it, and that's it. Alright, let's try this in the 8 mode, bidirectional, that's what the official name is. And we're turning it, and now we are nearly, and yes, now we are in the dead angle, let's call it that, and we're moving back towards the other side. And here we are, and I'm gonna keep turning it, and we're gonna arrive at the other dead end, which of course is not completely a dead end, but the quality is much lower right here, and then we will arrive soon on the other side that is supposed to be used for actual recording. Alright, we're gonna try the omnidirectional. Now that sounds weird, and we're gonna turn this to the front. Just keep turning it. It seems to be consistent so far. No change in quality so far. I think I hear a little bit more. Let me just turn this up. I think I hear a little bit more bass on this side, but I think I'm imagining things. I think it's pretty much the same from all. Yeah, it is quite omnidirectional indeed. Finally, let's mount it on a microphone arm, of which there will be a separate unboxing video. I'm screwing in the 5/8 inch adapter that came with the mic arm, and then I just screw it on top of the arm. I use zip ties for cable management. This is where the 3-meter long USB cable is a real blessing. It reaches along the mic arm and the back of my desk, all the way to the back of my computer without any USB extensions. I have been using the Arozzi Colonna for about a month since recording the unboxing. The last touch I added to my setup is a pop filter. This is also how I recorded the non-test audio for this video, my voice, which you can hear right now. You can use the entirety of this video as a real-world sound test. I, for one, am convinced of the quality of the Colonna and am switching 100% to this setup. Watch my mic arm video and subscribe to this channel to support it. I will see you next time. Ciao!